Hello, everybody, and welcome to LIU Softball here on the Base Network. I am Alex DeLeon, and I'm joined here by Rumor Roulette. Today, we have your LIU Sharks taking on the Moyne Dolphins in the first game of a doubleheader today. These two squads faced off yesterday, with the Sharks taking the 3-1 victory on the back of Jasmine Cuffey's first career home run and Alyssa O'Donnell's complete game. Today is also Senior and Alumni Day. Rumor, as a D1 athlete yourself, what does Senior Day mean for these women?
Yeah, Alex. So senior night gives the opportunity to acknowledge the accomplishments of these amazing athletes as they move on to the next stage of their lives. As an athlete myself, I can definitely feel the emotions through the field today, and it's just a day that definitely not means a lot to the seniors, but the underclassmen who have been looking up to them through the entirety of their college season. So big day where we're focusing on staying in the game while also not getting too high in the tide of the emotions playing on senior night.
Definitely. What a great way to highlight these great players and great women for all the things they've accomplished this season. And we'll get back to you after this commercial break.
Whopper, Junior, double, triple, Whopper, flame grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that impossible or bacon. Whopper, any Whopper, my way. You rule your season today at BK. Have it your way.
Do you know there's a ghost station at the end of this line?
You're lying.
There's only one way to find out.
And we're back here at LIU Brooklyn for LIU Sharks versus Moyne Dolphins at the softball game. So to start off with, we got LIU currently in second place in the NEC with a 30-19 overall record. They are 15-7 in the conference, 12-4 at home. You can see LIU just rolling off the success of last season when they won the NEC championship. Rumor, how do you think it? How important do you see it is to be going in the season with the conference and continuing to go off the momentum as last season?
Yeah, so definitely the reigning champs from last season. It's just a beautiful day to watch the premier matchup between the LIU Sharks and the Moyne Dolphins, and just coming into that record with 17-35 overall and 18-14 in conference record play is just, trying to defend our field, and big day, high emotions.
And as an NEC champion yourself in volleyball, can you describe the pride it takes to see other athletes under your school representing the same pride with the same level of success?
It's great. LIU has many championship programs, especially this year compared to the last, and it's just amazing to see these girls come out again. It's kind of difficult to go from compartmentalizing last year's win and just moving on to the next year, and these girls have done a great job of putting that beside and just trying to get that back-to-back championship.
Got it. Also to mention, it is also Alumni Day and Senior Day. Alumni have been invited to attend for alumni festivities. And some notable alumni from LIU Brooklyn. We have Alan Hahn, who is a studio analyst for MSG Network. We have Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers, and the good old duo Kevin Burns and Dan Bauer from last year. Shout out to some of the Rock Nation students. To continue off, currently LIU is second place in the NEC, behind St. Francis University, who is 21-0 in conference play, and LIU has started so far this year 7-1 in conference play. How do you feel? How do you see the importance in facing and doing good in your conference when looking at the overall schedule?
So when we go in our preseason matchups, it's just really important I believe the girls played Rutgers earlier, and that's just such a big competitor. So that's really preparing them for these big matchups in conference where maybe the competition isn't as great. So we're just trying to play at the level that we did earlier and just peaking at the right times.
Exactly. And then to go into the great pedigree that softball has here so far in LIU, they've had 20 NEC championship games in the last 24 seasons and played Alabama in the College World Series last year. It's amazing to see how this team continues to go off with the success they've been having for so long, especially with Roy Cortman as a coach who's currently in his 30th season at LIU, winning 11 NEC championships, and is an executive director of Our Treat Foundation, providing meals to families dealing with cancer. It's just great to see the amount of positivity that success can bring to the culture here at LIU when it comes to sports, and see how it affects the rest of the sports going on here at campus.
Yes, definitely. I think that the girls really look up to their three male coaches, and they are definitely good representatives of what it is to be a well-rounded human. These girls have great camaraderie, and just especially with it being Alumni Day, we have, as you mentioned before, the notable alumni. I see Dan Bauer on Instagram is in Hawaii, and just we're excited to see where these girls move on to in the following years.
For sure. And to go into a little bit more about the Moyne Dolphins. Moyne Dolphins are from DeWitt, New York, just outside of Syracuse. They are currently 7th place in the NEC. They are 17-35 overall record, 8-14 in their conference, 8-14 on the road. Just seeing as they could potentially need this game to help boost their season or boost their momentum going forward. How do you feel when you're a little lower in the rankings? How important it is to overcome these bigger matchups with higher seeded competition?
I think the big thing is mentality. I feel like that aspect of the game of all sports isn't trained enough, and so just going into each game with a fresh mindset that no matter who you're playing, just to put your best game out there, and especially with it being, I know that Alumni Day was supposed to be today, and Senior night was supposed to be tomorrow, and so with both of those days being combined on the same day, it's just knowing that the other opponent is coming out with a ton of energy and just trying to play your game as opposed to focusing on how the other team's energy is going to be probably a little bit higher, but maybe taking advantage of those emotions playing into it.
Indeed, and to speak about Coach Tracy Roman, the coach of the Lemoyne Dolphins, it is their fifth season at Lemoyne with over 20 years of experience, well respected in the softball community. In their last series, they won two out of the three versus Stonehill with a good bounce back coming off a recent 6 game losing streak. So it seems like Lemoyne is definitely trying to build their momentum coming from a losing streak and trying to do some brighter things for the rest of the season. It's great to see. Hopefully, they can overcome, but LIU is going to definitely come with some competition, being in second place, trying to keep the momentum alive, trying to hopefully come back into the College World Series this year. And we just wait to see as we anticipate the game coming starting soon.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's hard coming into a game like this doubleheader today. Luckily, the sun is kind of covered by the clouds today, so the weather definitely plays a part in that. So hopefully these girls can take advantage again of the emotion that probably is going to take place of the LIU defending reigning champs of the conference.
Indeed, and it is a pretty fairly nice weather day today, even though it's a little cloudy in the skies. I would say overall it's a little temperate. How have you feel about the weather change overall in the last couple of weeks, though, as we begin to get a little brighter?
It has been up and down, Alex. I mean, yesterday it's sunny, today it's cloudy, but I was outside earlier today getting my morning bagel, and I just was really enjoying that. The clouds are gone now, but it was sunny before.
Exactly. I've been enjoying it too. It's definitely more lively on campus when it's more people outside. You can see people laying outside, sun tanning, just chilling, listening to music. It's overall a greater vibe, and I feel like honestly I could also play into the way the athletes play. Just having more relaxed energy with just being able to be vibrant and enjoy the outside weather. So I'm excited to see how as we continue to get better weather and going from the spring going into the summer, how these girls continue to play and continue to do great.
Definitely. These girls, I look outside my window from the dorm and I see them not plowing, but getting rid of the snow so they can practice at 6 a.m. And just, it's great that they're able to enjoy this beautiful spring weather and it's sunny out and now it's cloudy. So definitely the hard work pays off in the off season when it's all snowy and they really get to take advantage of the sun when it comes out, especially since this is their first season at LIU where they have their new softball area that's not over at Post. So it's great that they just get to walk 2 minutes from the dorm as opposed to taking a long bus over at Post where the baseball team plays.
Seems like we're finishing off with game intros and we'll get started very shortly. We'll be back after break. Welcome back to Base Network, where the game is just getting started. We have Kira Buckner starting for the LIU Sharks at pitcher. Set a program record with 11 straight strikes, 13 total versus Fordham last season. Had her first career shutout against Binghamton and took a perfect game bid into the fifth inning in Mundelein High School. Had a 17 strike game in 2020. A 3 home run game in 2018. She loves cats and is a health science major. A right-handed pitcher senior from Round Lake, Illinois, and is just hopefully going to do some great things today for LIU as we continue, as hopefully LIU can carry the momentum out from yesterday's game and continue to proceed with their season. We have Kira getting ready to wind up with the first pitch. That's a fastball, I would like to say, above the hitter's box to a ball. And then up the next one, that's a low ball under the batter's box for 2 balls for the first count. Currently at 2 balls, 0 strikes. The top of the first inning of the game. We are at 3 balls currently, with Elena Bush currently at hitting for Moyne, who was graduated from South Jefferson High School from Adams, New York. Has 40 games played with a .50 batting average for the season, 1 hit, 0 RBIs, and home runs. We got our first strike of the matchup, it appears.
Big opportunity for Kira up at the pitch today. NEC All Tournament team last year and 3-time NEC performer this year. It being senior day, it's just a great opportunity for her to start off a good day for the Sharks.
Indeed, as we have a foul ball hit to the right side of the field. Here's a current 3-2 count. This next pitch mattering a lot. We have a pop up to left field. Is going to hit the left side, and it is an out with our first out of the game. Coming from Jasmine Cuffey, playing first base today. She is a utility position player, so she's well known to be able to play any position. Ashley catches at first base for the second out of the game. Off to a great start. Oh, it was 1 out, 1 out. As of right now, we have Isabella Bordeaux at the bat for Moyne, as she is a outfielder, left-handed, grad student, 3-time Northeast 10 All-Conference. Started all 46 games last season at center field. Played 2 seasons at Pace. As we see how Kira gears up for this matchup. First low ball to the bottom of the batter's box. It appears she went for a bunt attempt. Would that be counted as a strike or a ball? Gearing up for the third pitch of the matchup with a pop up to right field or to left field, and it is out. Giving us our second out of the inning, the top of the first. Rumor, how do you feel about the Sharks defense so far in this matchup?
Definitely some great girls out on the field to start us off. Buckner out there. I see Maudie. Just amazing defense so far, and it's getting better as the season progresses.
Indeed, we have Frankie Larabardiere at bat right now for Lemoyne. Currently a corner infielder, is a power hitter. Hit 6 home runs this season so far. Definitely looking for a big hit to boost some momentum for Lemoyne right now. Has started every game since last season. Has previously attended Onondaga Community College and is looking to make a big and is already making a big change for Lemoyne and continue hoping to continue that for her team. We have 2 fastballs currently thrown from Kira. With a pop up to right behind second base with a third out pop up as LIU goes into the dugout to prepare for the bottom of the first inning. A great start from LIU so far, as we hope to see the continue the momentum from the hitting side as Lemoyne goes out. 0 hits, 0 runs for Lemoyne as they conclude the top of the first inning. And we are back at LIU versus Lemoyne. We have Dallas Andrews for LIU hitting at right now, currently at bat.
Dallas was a first team All NEC and NEC All Rookie team last year. She's a very well-rounded individual. NEC Spring Academic Role Commissioner last year. She's doing great so far. Really excited for her today.
Gets hit with a walk immediately from starting pitcher Ariana Exarchakis from Lemoyne, who is a two-way player out of Monroe Woodbury High School, a right-handed pitcher who is currently averaging a 7.46 ERA and 19 games started with an IP of 91. Hitting wise, she has 36 games played with 19 starts with a 325 batting average. It's pretty interesting to see a dynamic two-way player at the college level, as we have Gabby Padilla up for LIU, third baseman up at bat. Gabby Padilla has started every game since last season from the same hometown as Ryan Garcia. She is a sports management major from Victor Valley High School.
Talk about versatility. She also played varsity volleyball. So having a dual sport athlete is just, again, these well-rounded players.
As Andrew stays safe at first base. Interesting enough that she did play volleyball. How do you, from a volleyball perspective, do you think there's any similarities between the two sports?
You know, with my great knowledge of both of these sports, it's just great to see. If I had a Venn diagram, I feel like I could really fill it out between the similarities of the two and just the quickness, the speed, strength. Off-season conditioning is just really important for both sports.
Indeed, Espadilla was just caught with a strike. With the pop-up behind the batter's box, that is another foul.
Gabby Padilla is just a workhorse for the Sharks. She turned a game-winning triple play against Wagner on April 24th. That was posted all on NCAA softball.
And we are once again seeing a LIU Shark hit the infield with another intentional walk. We now have Emma Neese of LIU currently at bat. Oh no, she's coming up right now. Oh, okay. We now have Castro up at bat for LIU. With the first ball to the bottom left corner of the batter's box.
Alexia Castro, just a sophomore for the Sharks. She hit a 2-run homer in a 5-1 win over Wagner on April 24th. She's a great player, just a sophomore out there. Also from California. I'd say about 90% of the team is from over on the West Coast. So definitely, we know these girls are hanging out during the summer. So that companionship and just the girls are hanging out not just on the field. So we just know that these girls are all friends and that chemistry on the field is just really good for these girls.
Indeed, as she gets to first base, leading off with, it was a ground out to first base. We currently have two Sharks on second and third base with Mario Narvaez up at bat. She was a captain at Manzano High School. Is a sophomore, second base for LIU. Gonna take the first ball. Strike right down the middle. Looking for a bunt attempt, hopefully to get the player on third to home run. Not to home run.
Madi also sophomore, roommates with Alexia Castro. She also has an identical twin sister. Alex, what would you do if you had a twin?
If I had a twin, I would be honest with you. I'll be curious to what they would want to do if they would be anything similar like me. I feel like it'd be interesting if they're polar opposites. I feel like if they're trying to be me, it's a little weird. But I don't know. I'll be intrigued by the dynamic as we look for another bunch of pop up to the left field as it's safe as we have two runners, and she is safe as two runners hit the home base for LIU with Narvaez now having two RBIs now off of a great hit, giving great momentum to LIU. And how do you feel how that play contributed to the dynamic of LIU and the momentum they're building towards this game so far?
That was great. I mean, just in sports overall, we're looking for momentum plays to build us up throughout the game. And Madi is just a great player for the Sharks. at second base so far, and so we're just seeing where the game will play out.
And we're looking to see the momentum continue with Jasmine Cuffey coming up at bat, who just hit her first career home run for LIU yesterday, hoping to continue the same momentum with today. Jasmine with an on-ground hit is going to be caught at first base to end the first inning of the game. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for LIU in the bottom of the second inning, or the bottom of the first inning as we continue on to the second inning. And we'll be back when it starts.
Do you know there's a ghost station at the end of this line?
You're lying.
There's only one way to find out.
And we are back now for the top of the second inning with Moyne back at bat after a great ending of the first inning for LIU, hoping to continue the momentum on defense with a foul ball hit to right field. Kira with a very strong start to this game, allowing no runs for Moyne, hoping to continue this and lead this for the rest of the game. With a tip hit to the infield, getting caught at first base.
You said
Currently have starting pitcher Exeter Chakis, who's also playing hitter today at bat right now for Moyne.
Ariana is a two-way player from Monroe Woodbury High School. It seems like that's the second player from that high school on that team.
Indeed, as we get
And it's off.
on-ground hit, another once again caught at first base. Phenomenal plays by Jasmine and her team in the infield. Appears to be a ball up to foul ball. Not foul ball. Another ground hit to the left side. Once again, another out to single. Out to first base. As we conclude the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for LIU as Lemoyne takes the field again as LIU prepares to hit, and we will be back. We are now back at the top of the second or the bottom of the second inning with LIU. We have Victoria Zatko currently hitting for LIU at bat.
Vic, previously struggling with a labrum injury to her left hip, it's great to see her out playing on senior day. She was finally cleared to play this season after struggling all last season through surgery and rehab. And just, we have great PT people at this school, so just great to see her back out there.
Indeed. And as an athlete, how important do you feel is the recovery aspect of dealing with an injury?
I mean, that's half the game, Alex. It's just, especially with these double headers, it's hard to prepare for the next game when we just are tired from the previous one. So these girls just using different amenities that the school offers. We have Normatech and just we have great PT people and trainers that are here to help them out. And so just taking advantage of that, it's all on the individual as well. So
Indeed, as Victoria takes a strike coming from Exarchakis. Another low ball to the left corner of the field of the box, providing with a walk for Victoria as she gets on first base. We now have Priscilla Gillies, the left fielder, up at bat for LIU.
another California native, Priscilla from Beverly Hills, just lefty, I believe.
Taking the first pitch, which appears to be a possible ball up the top of the hitter's box.
Priscilla being a junior and just with 6 seniors this season, it's definitely an emotional day for, again, the underclassmen who are seeing these 6 seniors that have been by their side for the past 3 years graduate. It's just lots of emotion playing into today.
Indeed, with Priscilla taking the next strike. Victoria looking to lead off into second base. As she does, will she attempt to steal? No, she will go back to first. The infielder is now aware of Victoria's intentions as Priscilla's ready to take the next pitch.
Lemoyne's pitcher struggling with control, 2 walks and hit by a pitch, getting down early in the count.
As Priscilla hits a pop up to the left side of the field by LIU's dugout.
Another walk.
Another walk for LIU as we have Priscilla and Victoria now on field with Emily Money coming onto the field, a designated hitter for today's game for LIU.
Senior Emily Money, one of her last games coming up as well. Nursing major. She's very busy. It's great to see these athletes who can balance both being a nursing major that's super difficult and tough and just focusing on school as well as being such a competitor out on the field.
And it appears we have some type of timeout for Moyne on the field right now. Moyne is now changing their outfielder. We're getting some warm up. They're now changing their pitcher as well. It appears we have Rose Nicastro coming in at pitcher, appearing in 5 games as a freshman this season with 8 strikeouts, with 8 strikes and a 14.0 IP. She comes from Webster Thomas High School from New York. She is a 2023 Eastern NFCA All-American Scholar athlete. As she now gets prepared and warmed up for the game today against LIU. We have Exeter Chalkies coming out the game with 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 errors, and 3 walks allowed. 3 and 2 earned runs. We now have Michaela Stockwell actually coming in at pitcher for Moyne, with Emily taking the first bunt. Appears to be a foul on the call.
Again, another versatile athlete. Michaela Stockwell also lettered in cross country and track and field. Speed definitely playing a factor in today's game. Ground ball.
We have a ground ball leading to with Emily getting to first base. She's out. She's out, but the runner to advance to second and third, with Victoria on third, and Priscilla on second. We now have Kira coming up to hit at bat. We have a matchup between pitchers as she hits a fly ball right to the left field for a foul off the first bat. Gotcha. Dallas Angels up at bat. I'm going to take the next pitch for a strike.
Dallas, yet another senior. Speed is her key. She holds high school program record for career steals. Great athlete out there.
We have another pop up to left field for a foul.
We see the crowd getting excited. Alumni Day, Senior Day. It's a big day for the Sharks. Great turnout for today's game. We see a dog out in the field. Everyone's excited.
Indeed, indeed. As you can see, LIU's great players definitely being comforted by a great vibe provided by the fans here at the game. And just hoping to continue this good run. We have a ground ball hit with Dallas getting out at first, with Victoria taking it home for another run on today's game, giving Dallas an RBI on that play. We now have Gabby Padilla coming back up to hit for LIU. What appears to be a strike down the middle.
Gabby Padilla, again, a great contributing senior all 4 years of her collegiate career.
That is a ball that allows for Priscilla to come take it home with another run for LIU on the game, leading them with, I believe, we're now with 4 runs up 4-0 against Moyne on today in the bottom of the second inning so far. A great play, continuing great momentum for the game as LIU's taking a dominant lead at this point for just to be the second inning. How do you feel How can I ask this? We got Padilla taking another swing right there. A pop up down to second base. It is good. She's gonna hit first base and get with a single. Great play by Gabby on the play right there. We have Emma Nice coming up at bat for LIU right now.
Emma previously at Ball State. Great contributor for the Sharks.
We can see Moyne playing with some more urgency as they're definitely trying to get some momentum going for them as they're currently down 0-4. When you're facing as we have a pop up right into the center field for Nice as Padilla hits second base and another single for Nice. When you're down this by this deficit this early into a game, how do you feel it is important for a team to kind of look past that and continue to play their game and not let that kind of play with their mindset going into the game?
Yeah, definitely. I think you said it yourself. And also just looking to your teammates for that support. This isn't an individual game, so just working together as a team is definitely key.
As we see another hit for LIU with another run coming from Padilla and with Nice hitting third base and Nervais coming at first for a single. We have Jasmine Cuffey coming at bat now. We have Nervais coming up to bat currently with 2 RBIs and a hit so far earlier this game. Hoping to continue the great play she's already had at her first at bat as she now goes against her second pitcher of the day. Starting off out in bunt form for a strike down the middle. As Castro on first base looks to steal second. That will hit the ground as it is another foul for Moyne. Another straight hit to right field or to left field by Narvaez with another great play for LIU, leading Castro to second base with Nice scoring, providing another RBI for Narvaez, and it is now a 6-run lead by LIU against Moyne. Another on ground hit going to be caught at first, and that concludes the second inning of the game as we lead on to the third. We'll be back after this short break.
With perfect toppers, I rule this day. Ketchup is okay if I don't want that impossible or bacon Whopper, any Whopper my way. Your way.
Nervaeus getting the Sharks with a great start. 2 RBIs to start us off. 2 hits and 3 RBIs to start us off.
As Kira's going to pick up the bunt and get a first out once again for LIU with starting off amazing for the third inning as they're just continuing to build this momentum to the game. They are currently on fire. You can see the intensity roar through this team, the electricity going through as they're building momentum with a 6-run lead this early in the game. If you're one of the LIU players, Rumor, how are you feeling right now having this lead this high early in the game?
Alex, I'm feeling excited. It's a great day for all of this, especially it just being the first game of the day. I can imagine just playing alongside my teammates and just the emotions are flowing. You said electricity is just really a good day for the Sharks.
Indeed, as Kira is in her third inning pitched currently for the LIU Sharks with a fastball ball up to the top of the batter's box.
Kira really helping the Sharks out today.
And we currently have Elena Kassab at bat for Moyne as she's going to take another strike from Kira. It is a current 2-1 count. 1 out for the top of the third inning so far.
Kira doing a great job of setting her sights and delivering the pitch.
With a ground hit, leading to another out at first base from another great catch from Padilla, who's playing a phenomenal game on defense, providing countless throws to first base to Jasmine to get countless outs throughout the entire series so far for LIU as they're looking to continue this great play as we have Shannon Gavigan come out for LIU, and they're going to conclude the top of the third inning immediately with a quick 3-out count for the Sharks. 0 runs, 0 hits, 0 everything once again for LIU. And we'll be back after break. Welcome back to the top of the third. Okay, well, off the top of the bottom of the third inning, we're going straight to hits from LIU as we have, I believe that was Victoria going out right there. We currently have a great game being played by the Sharks as they're still up 6-0 against Moyne. Moyne on defense looking to stop the momentum that LIU is currently been having on them, and at this point, looking for any type of stop for this team as there's another ball hit to the bottom of the hitter's box. We currently have Priscilla at bat for LIU going against Stockwell still at pitcher. And an amazing hit by Priscilla to end up at the left field. But as you see, the power in this team is ridiculous. They're just continuing to get great hits and great looks. And you can see the things they work on during practice is working in this game. How important do you feel it is to make sure to practice these routines and be prepared for these type of outcomes before the game?
Definitely, Alex. Pre-game rituals are definitely key. I see the girls with their handshakes, and they definitely have pregame rituals. Their hair is braided. I know maybe some superstition is playing into the game, and as well as nutrition. I feel like that isn't talked about enough as well. I know that calf that we have here at Shark Nation is just getting them right for these double header games.
Indeed. I may not see the calf in the same way. I'm the type more to go to the down the block to the deli, possibly get my chopped cheese. And unfortunately, we live in a current economic state where chopped cheese is $10 to $11 here at LIU, and it is just ridiculous comparing to back 5 years ago when you can get a chopped cheese for $3.75 on a roll in the Bronx. I don't know what it is with downtown LIU, but the athletes, you feel me, they get their scholarship, and get paid in whatever way possible. Regular students, we struggling on this broke grind, paying that, like, having to pay that $11, ain't nothing we could do about it.
These
Shout
girls,
out Brooklyn.
these girls must be fueling off of some chopped cheeses today with the game they are playing. Maybe a
Indeed.
reward with some more after.
Indeed, as another foul hit to the left side of the field, we now have a full count with Priscilla still at bat. This next pitch is going to be very important for the rest of the game. And there's another another ball proceeding with Priscilla hitting first base. We now currently have Emily Money back at bat for LIU. We are going to have another team meeting on the field for Lemoyne. Are we going to see another pitching change this early into the game? It is interesting to see how Kira is still playing strong for LIU at the pitching position, while it seems there's going to be possibly another defensive rotation adjustment for Lemoyne. In times like this, where you're seeing a need for a lot of adjustments, how does a player take situations like this as the potential to be having to be put out the game?
Probably communication, Alex. Just communicating with our teammates in a positive way, just being prepared for these unsolicited circumstances.
Indeed, as we have Emily ready now to take the first pitch. Lemoyne staying with Stockwell out there at the pitching position. A strike for Emily as we continue to witness some intense matchups in a very nice setting here at LIU. Interesting enough, this field is played right behind a huge building LIU decided to build 2 years ago here for some reason. LIU just looking to make their money as many ways as possible, adding a Brooklyn Paramount. These are buildings we could have access to if they cared, but go Sharks.
Interesting you bring that up, Alex. Last year, an email was sent out by amazing Apollo Harris and told the new freshman coming in that the new apartment building would be the new freshman dorm. And so many excited LIU Sharks were coming, thinking they were going to the apartments there. They soon were told they'd be living in also amazing Connolly Hall, but just an interesting fact for
That
today's
is a
Saturday.
very, very interesting fact that I'm just learning about now. Shout out to LIU and their very well communicative Promise crew. And as we head back to the game, LIU is still up 6-0 at the bottom of the third. Now with Emily still at bat in this matchup. A ground hit to right into left infield, leaving 2 outs or 1 out as the Priscilla gets caught at second base for LIU. Emily still making it to first. We now have Dallas Andrews back at bat for LIU, having a great game so far with a run, RBI, and a walk.
big day for all kinds of Sharks, for the softball players, volleyball having their championship ring ceremony in between doubleheader games. If you hear background music, that's because LIU is recruiting new Sharks for the basketball team, taking their recruiting photos. So every team for the Sharks, and that's a big hit for Dallas.
So he does get called out, and that will conclude the third inning for the game. And we will be back after break with the fourth with commentary from Joe and Cooper. Indeed. Oh, thank you for your time here. Hopefully, this was a great commentary provided by me and the great Rumor, and we will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone, for joining Alex and I in downtown Brooklyn. We're excited to hear both Coop and Joe's amazing commentary for the next few innings.
Are they getting sturdy over there? I think they are getting. They are indeed getting sturdy as they are celebrating just a great game played by LIU. And we'll be back after this. Are we off of this? These niggas.
All right, and welcome back. Apologies for the delay. We already saw a very quick out here for Lemoyne. I am Joe Simile, but I am joined by the great Cooper, the Dragon Allbirds. Cooper, why don't you get us going here?
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully we can follow the lead of Alex and Rumor. They did a fantastic job. And we are here in the top of the fourth as Kira delivers the pitch. And that is going to be fouled down the right field line. And it is going to be 1-2. The Sharks currently lead 6-0. And Joe, what are you seeing from the Sharks so far?
You know, this game has really been a game of two tales. We're looking at two very different pitching staffs. Kira Buckner has been lights out. We are not trying to do a broadcaster's jinx here, but the Lemoyne pitchers have really struggled to find the strike zone as another foul ball. We saw two Lemoyne pitchers already in this game, and they've both struggled to find the zone, and they have both struggled to keep the ball in front of their fielders. We've seen a lot of blue hits from the Sharks, a lot of soft contact, which, is some might say is unlucky, but just great hitting by the Sharks.
And Q, that's going to look like a foul ball. She just ticked it off on the drop ball. But going back to what you were saying, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just been a game about pitching. This game has been largely defined by the two different pitchers, the two different teams of pitching that we've seen as Kira Buckner misses on the outside corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying, it's been a tale of two pitchers. Kira has looked so comfortable on the mound so far, whereas Lemoyne has really struggled. And here is the 2-2 from Buckner. Swung on and fouled off of her shin, and it is going to stay 2-2. And right now, Joe, Kira just looks so comfortable, and just looking at her, she's had an incredible season. And going back to what Alex and Rumor were saying about Kira, just in her last year as well, she broke the school record for 11 straight strikeouts. Just incredible. And we'll see if she can get one right here. Again, fouled the other way. The batter continues to battle.
Yeah, Alyssa Dieback's having a really good at-bat here against Kira Buckner. Probably the best at-bat we've seen from a Lemoyne hitter today. Lemoyne has really not been running up LIU's pitch count very much. And, Kira Buckner's been able to make quick work of Lemoyne. And, we've seen, as you alluded to, Kira goes on just these absolute dominant stretches. Kira has retired 9 straight batters in this ballgame.
Yeah, and of course, Alyssa Dieback is no easy out. She has power. She has hit 16 home runs through her college career, and she's currently hitting 355 starting in every game she's played. And here's the 2-2. Been grounded right back to Kira, and that is going to be the second out.
Yeah, Alyssa Dieback is just one of those players that is really just an all-around threat, but Kira Buckner is just also having one of those games where, you know, everything just seems to be going her way. I mean, you see nice hard contact there by Dieback, went right back to Buckner. And it's just one of those games early on. There's still plenty of time here for Lemoyne, but you have to be really happy with the start the Sharks have had as that one gets fouled off.
Absolutely. And next up, we have Dominique Rinaldi, quickly down 0-1. She is a junior from Sayville, New York, and she's playing shortstop today.
Yeah, that's a Long Island legend right there.
Here's the 0-1. And that's going to just miss the zone. It's going to be 1-1. And yeah, Dominique Rinaldi is no easy out as well. And just in the last 2 years, she has only struck out 36 times in 166 at-bats.
Yeah, that's a really good rate, especially, playing Division I softball.
It's going to be grounded to Gabby Padilla, and that's going to be foul ball.
Yeah, as a Division I softball player, I mean, strikeouts can run rampant, and only 36 times 166 at-bats is that's really something. And, she flew out to third base her last time up. You could see she's really trying to attack the pull side of the field, and as we saw with that foul ball, that has not changed in this second at-bat of hers.
Absolutely, and she is also a multi-sport threat, lettering in basketball and field hockey as well. That's going to be grounded over to Padilla, and that is going to be out number 2 for the Sharks. Kira continues to mow him down. And Joe, one thing I'm noticing about Kira so far is she's not really striking anybody out. She's just producing a lot of ground balls.
No, Coop, by my count, she hasn't recorded a single strikeout, but at the same time, not a single base runner. We are pretty much every single ball has been hit, except for one, to the left side of the field, except for the fly out to right field that we saw to end last inning. So, a lot of ground outs to short and third, and as well as a couple flyouts, and then a couple comebackers. Akira already has 2 assists on the day, one last inning and one this inning.
Yeah, next up we have, we got Frankie Laro Bardier, and that's going to be a 1-0 count to start her off. And Bardier, of course, is a corner infielder. Today she's playing third base. She's a redshirt junior from North Syracuse, New York. She's also got some power, Joe.
Yeah, and she is a criminology major, so she's trying to bring down the hammer on the criminals later on, but that power also being used to power through some softballs, Coop.
It's going to be 2-1 count. And yeah, Laura Bardier is having a great season as well, starting in 52 out of 52 games played, hitting .326, and she's got 6 homers.
Yeah, and going back to those games played, she started in every single game since last season, so a real Iron Man, and also just somebody that her coach trusts.
Yeah, and that pitch is just going to miss the batter's zone, and that's going to be 3-1. We got 2 outs here. LIU, of course, leads 6-0, and here is the 3-1 pitch. And she's going to walk her. There is that perfect game bid gone. Laurel Bardier draws the 2-out walk. We got a runner on first.
Yeah, just the first base runner allowed by Kira Buckner, and just a really wonderful start to this game for her. It's obviously everyone wants to see a perfect game, but they are perfect for a reason, and they are one of the rarest things in the sport. But I mean, just an overall great start to this game for Buckner, and she has to be really happy with this performance, as do all of the Sharks.
As shortstop Alexia Castro comes over to Kira, just calm her down a little bit, get her back in the zone. And next up, we're going to have Mackenzie Bergdahl, who is up 1-0 in the count. She is a center infielder who is playing, she's a first baseman today. And she used to pitch, actually. She pitched through the 2022 season, but she has been shifted to the infielder. She's been shifted to the infield. And she has... She threw a no-hitter in high school, actually, so it's kind of crazy to see how far it's shifted for her.
Yeah, and I mean, talking about great pitching, Kira Buckner has kind of struggled early on in this season with a 5.26 ERA, not very much like her as another foul ball there, but she has had some absolutely dominant pitching performances. You alluded to the program record, 11 straight strikeouts. She also took a perfect game into the 5th inning against Binghamton, and she had a 17 strikeout game in 2020. So, I mean, she is somebody that can absolutely shut down offenses. So, I mean, this wasn't even her longest perfect game bid.
No, not at all. But right now, yeah, as you were saying, she's had some struggles early on in the season, but right now she's definitely looking like she's returning to form. She was very dominant from last year, and as we see the 1-2, swung on and grounded to Padilla, and she's going to get that over to first to retire the side. And that's going to be no hits, no runs, and 1 left on base for the Dolphins as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
And we'll be back after a short break. This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society.
All right, and we are back. We got Gabby Padilla leading off, and she draws the ball. And one thing I noticed about Gabby Padilla is not only is she a great fielder, but she's also from a town called Victorville, California, which is also the hometown of famous boxer Ryan Garcia. And she grounds it over to the third baseman, who is quickly going to ground her out, and that's going to be out number 1 for Le Next up to bat, we're going to have Emma Neese, and she's got a hit today, and she scored twice. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be in the zone for strike 1. Now, Stockwell has seemed to sort of get a grip here a little bit. She has sort of calmed down after giving up quite a few runs to start off really fast. That's going to be an off-speed pitch. Ooh, the ump is going to call a strike. Now, Joe, that looked a little bit inside. What do you think about that?
It did, and looking at Emma Neese's stats on the screen right now, she's a very decent hitter, and she is going to take that one the other way, but she has very good strike zone recognition, so she probably isn't too happy with that call. But Emma Neese, also a former contributor to the student newspaper Siwanaka.
Gotta love it. As Siwanaka alumni. And here is the 0-2. Swung on, and that is skyrocketed up. Is it going to be gone? And that's going to be caught at the wall by the right fielder, number 19. Alyssa Dybacks. That's going to be caught for the second out. Now, that looked like it could have been carrying, but it looked just a little bit too high, and the right fielder got under it.
Yeah, an absolute rocket there by Neese, and with the wind blowing kind of out towards left field, unfortunately did not get the carry that she was hoping, but that was the farthest ball we've seen hit today.
Next up, we got Alexia Castro, and she quickly gets ahead in the count 1-0. And one interesting fact about Alexia Castro is she's actually from Highland High School, which is the same alma mater of the entire band Korn.
Huh.
And one other thing I noticed about her is that she actually has a sister named Brooklyn.
I wonder what her sister thinks about the school she chose to come to.
It's a great question, Joe.
Especially given that prior to this season, LIU softball did not play in Brooklyn despite all their players living here and building a new softball field. Famously, the softball team sued the school who was trying to keep them at the post campus, and they won the lawsuit. So LIU was able to put up these dugouts and these fake fences, as that one will be a grounder.
Grounder to the shortstop, and she's going to get her out, and that's going to be the third out. No hits, no runs, no one left on base. Still 6-0 for the Sharks as we head into the top of the fifth.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay if I don't want that Impossible or bacon. Whopper, any Whopper my way. You rule your season today and be gay. Have it your way. You rule.
All right, and we are back in the top of the fifth inning. We got Kira Buckner going up against Elena Bush. Here's the first pitch. Shows a bunt, and that's going to go foul. 0-1 quickly.
We've seen a lot of bunts shown early on in this game, Coop. I don't think we've seen a successful one, though.
No, we have not. And I think at this point, Lemoyne, they're looking a little bit desperate for base runners, given that Kira has mowed them down with relative ease.
Absolutely. If we look, LIU having 5 infielders in right now with the bunt threat and a little running swing there.
Looking to slap there. That's going to be 0-2 there. And Elena Bush is a sophomore. She's batting lefty. She is a utility player who is playing left field today. And we quickly got the 0-2. Looking to slap, and that's going to be outside. 1-2.
Yeah, I'm loving this LIU defense right now. Rocking with 5 infielders, only 2 outfielders to kind of combat the slap hitter Bush, who has quite a bit of speed in those legs.
Absolutely. As we get the 1-2. Slaps it, and that's going to be fouled just off the fence, down the left field line. Stays 1-2. And Joe, one thing I noticed about Elena Bush is when she graduated from South Jefferson High School, she was a member of the National Honor Society, but also the Lion Club. And I was just curious, what do you think that means?
You know, having not done ample research into my feline clubs, my best guess would probably be that South Jefferson High School might be the Lions. And so it might be a source of school spirit and team pride, perhaps?
You know, your guess is as good as mine. I also did research, and it was ambiguous. And we got the 1-2 pitch here. Looking to slap again, and that's going to be grounded to Dallas Andrews. Gets the out at first. 1 away.
Nice. And that's right fielder Dallas Andrews kind of filling in that kind of shortstop hole. Kind of curious about how I should fill that one in on the scorebook.
Yeah, what an interesting shift there. Everybody in to defend against the slap.
And important to note that Elena Bush was pinch hitting for the first pitcher of the game, Exochakis. So interesting to see if she will end up taking the field, perhaps a double switch occurring with the old left fielder.
Yeah, next up to bat, we got number 27, Audrey Bendersky from Spring Lake, Minnesota. And that one's going to be a strike, 0-1. And Bendersky has started every game she has played in through college. Talk about some durability.
Yeah, I wish I had that kind of durability in my body, but there's a reason why I'm up here in the booth and she's on the field.
She swings at that one. She's down 0-2. Yeah, but no, she's been fantastic for Lemoyne lately. As a freshman, she hit .309 with 3 homers, and she took home a 2023 Northeast 10 All-Conference rookie team. She swings at the breaking ball and is able to foul it off.
Yeah, she has a really nice level swing. She generates a lot of exit velocity on the ball, and just a really nice young player for this Lemoyne team. It's really incredible when you get that kind of production out of a freshman last year. And she is her on base percentage this year at 395, almost at 400.
That ball is going to be upstairs. And yeah, just looking at that pitch, she's definitely got discipline, able to get on base at all costs, 395 OBP. And yeah, so she is no easy out, especially down in the order. We got the 1-2 here from Buckner. That's going to be outside, 2-2. And you know, Joe, I want to go back to talking about having the softball team in Brooklyn and bringing them back after the Title IX lawsuit, how much of a joy it is to actually have them here. I mean, you and I have been talking about broadcasting a game for a very long time, so I'm excited that we have been able to do it this season.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure having them here. There was a lot of frustration, obviously, with the team having to live and practice in Brooklyn, but then play in post. So being able to have them play here, it's just a really big joy. It's really nice to see them, kind of around campus and in the cafeteria after a big win. It's a very tight-knit group, and, I think they've been having a much better experience playing here. It is a nice turf field here as that one gets fouled off, but, it has been really nice. Unfortunately, it has come at the cost of some recreational activities here, but, you win some and you lose some. Most notably, the LIU Menaces, famed Volo slow pitch softball team, had to go into foreclosure as a result.
Here's the payoff pitch. Driven to the second baseman, fumbles it, but is able to still make the out, and that's out number 2 for the Sharks. Great play there from Mari Narvaez.
Yeah, really nice play there, sticking with it, especially with that hard hit ball off the bat. And good hustle from the batter, but it is just one of those games for Lemoyne where nothing seems to be going their way.
Not at all. And next up, we are going to have Sydney Neske. She's a freshman from Cicero, New York. Delivers the pitch. That's going to be just inside for ball 1. And yeah, Joe, let's go back to the LIU Menaces, man. I mean, we shared this field back in the day, and you yourself had coaching experience, and I wanted to ask you, how would you compare your successes with the Menaces as compared to the success of Coach Roy Cartman for LIU softball?
Oh, it is, as much as I would love to talk up my grandeur as a softball coach, Roy Cartman is the greatest coach in program history, over 800 wins. I'm sure that upon his retirement, this field will be named after him. One of the great coaches in our game, and, we've seen so much recent success with this team, including being the NEC champions last season, as well as off to a great start this season. It's going to be a very fun NEC tournament, especially with an undefeated team in the conference. But if there's any team that can challenge them, it's going to be our Sharks, led by Coach Roy.
No, I completely agree. As she delivers the 2-1, swung on, and Narvaez grabs it and is able to make the out. What a play from Mari Narvaez.
What an athletic play by Narvaez, keeping that one in front. That for sure looked like it would be a hit right up the middle, but she stuck with it. She used her speed up the middle, and she was able to make a great play to prevent Lemoyne from getting their first hit in this ball game and to end the inning. What a play, and that was her second straight play.
And with that, the Sharks retire the side with 0 hits, 0 runs, and no runners left on base as we head in to the bottom of the 6th? Bottom of the 5th?
Bottom 5th by my count,
Bottom of the
Coop.
5th. I was getting ahead of myself there, Joe. Sharks lead 6-0, and we will be right back. All right, and we are back with Mari Narvaez up to bat, and she drills it over the center fielder's head, and she's going to round first. Gets the second. Can she stretch it? She's going to stop at 2. Lead off first pitch double from Mari Narvaez. And Joe, she is absolutely killing it this game. That is her 3rd hit. And coming off of the top of the inning, making 2 incredible plays, she so far has been the MVP of the game.
Yeah, she has been having a wonderful game, Coop. Already 3 RBIs on the day, and she's just attacking the field from all over. I mean, she has 2 doubles and a single on the day, including going opposite field. So just really a fantastic game from Narvaez. She's definitely been the offensive player to watch for the Sharks.
As Jasmine Cuffey steps in, swings at the first pitch, and that's going to be 0-1. Cuffey, as we previously said, she hit her first home run as a Shark yesterday, and she is looking to build on that momentum and driving in Narvaez here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, and Cuffey's home run yesterday was just an absolute rocket, and we saw the Sharks just absolutely mob her at home. She is a New York native from Bayshore, out on Long Island, of course, home to former Yankee Greg Weissert.
That's going to be ball 1, 1-2 count. And man, I miss Greg Weiser. That's a great mustache right there, Joe.
Yeah, a lot of great mustaches have played in the big leagues, and specifically for the Yankees, especially being the only facial hair that the Yankees allow. I'm not sure what the LIU policy is on facial hair, but I'm not seeing much out there for the Sharks right now.
I did not see any policy here in my research, but I would love to take a look at that someday. As we got the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. Stays 2-2. Now, Joe, Jasmine Cuffey is a junior, of course, and she previously attended New York Tech until their athletic program was suspended. So it's great seeing her be able to come to a school and continue playing softball.
Yeah, and she's had pretty limited playing time overall, only 19 starts on the year, but she's been very productive, despite what your initial stats might see. She, despite a 200 average, has a 349 on base percentage. She is a very patient hitter. She picks her spots, and that really is what helps her be such a dynamic power hitter, as that one is a fly out the other way. The runner will not tag, and as Rumor previously alluded to, LIU basketball is having recruits right behind us, and they are screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, and of course their recruitment is a little bit empty-manded here now that we have taken the great Vincent Mendoza as one of our writers for today. It's a pleasure to have him on board.
Yeah, absolute pleasure to have Vincent Mendoza, both writing and on the camera. Just what a performance by Vince. Really just a great multitasker doing it all. And, of course, one of LIU men's basketball's esteemed student managers.
Got ball 1. It's 1-0 here with 1 out. Runner on second. That's going to be ball 2 for Victoria Zatko, who is a redshirt senior from Clark, New Jersey.
Yeah, she was one of the players that was honored today before the game. A utility player that has stuck around with the program, again, despite limited playing time overall, only played in 11 games this year, but her defensive value is just through the roof, not only being a catcher, but also just being able to play all around the diamond.
Yeah, and a great way working the count as well. She's quickly jumped out to a 3-0 count. Delivers the pitch, and that's going to be outside for a walk. We got runners on first and second with 1 away. Sharks looking to extend the 6-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. That's going to bring up Priscilla Gillies, the left fielder here, and she is also, like Rumor said, she is from California as well.
Yeah, out of Irvine.
Beautiful city.
And, of course, playing travel ball with the Orange County Batbusters. What a great name.
Also, she attended Jacera Catholic High School, which, little known fact, is the same high school attended by Trinity and DJ, the son and daughter of Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, of course, the great Hall of Fame basketball player. Also friends with Kim Jong-un.
Maybe Priscilla might have a connection there. Who knows?
She might, know.
We never know.
She is a business major, so
Maybe
does not connect on that one. And we see Lemoyne corner infielders sprinting in as well as the outfielders. A really good reaction there from Lemoyne on the bunt. But Priscilla is a business major, so I'm not sure if the Kim Jong connection will help her in her career, unlike some of these international relations majors. But nonetheless,
again, and she gets it down. Oh, that's going to be foul just behind the plate.
Yep, trying to lay one down and advance the runners, but unable to. And now with a 2-strike count, we'll see what her approach will be.
It's a big-time spot here for Priscilla with a runner in scoring position. Still just one out, looking to extend this lead as we get the pitch. Laid off, low in the zone. That is going to be 3-2, full count. And you know, Joe, little known fact, Priscilla is a Swiftie. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts on our Lord and Savior, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I think that, Priscilla
Swung
driving
on,
one the other way.
That's going to drop fair down the left field line. And Narvaez is going to score from second base. That is a 7-0 lead for the Sharks. Incredible piece of hitting there from Priscilla Gillies, able to drive it the other way just over the third base.
Yeah, and, Priscilla is having quite a day herself. She was able to come down from a 1-2 count and make it a full count and is able to poke that one the other way to get a single, as well as an RBI. And she already has 2 walks on the day, so she has reached base 3 times today as we see a pinch runner going in over at second for Zatko.
That's number 5, Nia Dick, taking place for Victoria Zatko. And, Joe, yeah, just great piece of hitting. Way to battle there. Some could say that she shook it off.
Some could say that, and you got to wonder if maybe there's some bad blood between Priscilla and this Lemoyne pitching staff with the way that she's ravaged them.
All I know is that they are in trouble.
Yeah, and Priscilla just really getting a good look at that pitch and just poking it the other way like she had it on an invisible string.
We are in our hitting era right now, scoring at will, as Emily Money steps into the plate.
And Emily Money is an easy, I'm not even going to say contender. She automatically makes the Base Network all-name team.
Absolutely. It's not even close.
Just
not
an
even remotely close.
Outstanding name.
Yeah, fantastic last name. An interesting fact about Emily Money, she bats right, but throws left, as it states on the LIU website.
Yeah, that, of course, is known as the worst combination for a player to have, but it is a very rare one and a very fun one. Emily Money only playing in her 8th game this season, and she runs her own fitness Instagram account at eMoneyLifts.
Give her a follow. And
Or
yeah,
don't.
like you said, she's only played a handful of games so far, but I believe that is because she is a nursing major and she is so busy. I can only imagine balancing those 2 acts. It's incredible work from her.
Yeah, the nursing program, one of the more rigorous programs here on the Brooklyn campus. I can't even imagine trying to keep up as a D1 athlete with that as she takes that pitch low for a ball. But shout out to her, man. Just absolute kudos to Miss Money.
Yeah, I think I have it hard, and I am a journalism major.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No.
I call it that.
Not to be confused, Cooper's a sports communications and marketing major.
Tomato. It's a 2-1 count.
Not exactly when there is a literal journalism program here at Long Island University.
Sports journalism, whatever. As Emily drives it the other way, and she's going to make it to first base.
Oh, wow.
Wow, and she stretches that one. The first baseman bobbled it, and now we got bases loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, and on that play, it wasn't just that she bobbled it. It was also confusion between the first baseman and the pitcher there. The first baseman indecisive as to whether to take it to the bag herself or throw it to the pitcher. And, we say that baseball and softball are a game of inches, and in the same way, it's also a game of seconds. So that indecisiveness really costing the Lemoyne Dolphins there, as they're going to take yet another mound visit in this game.
Yeah, this is a big-time spot here for Dallas Andrews as she steps into the plate for the 4th time today. She's yet to get a hit, but she's got a walk and an RBI, and she has been absolutely incredible for the Sharks. Started in all 48 games that she has played, hitting .353 with a whopping .404 on base percentage. And yeah, going back to her speed, she is fantastic. 5 stolen bases and just so fast. Incredible leadoff hitter.
Yeah, she's been a real weapon for these Sharks.
Lifted down the left field line, and that's going to be caught. Runner's going to tag. Can she get there? She's going to get in, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead for the Sharks. Dallas Andrews with a sac fly drives in the runner. And that appears to be
the ball game.
That appears to be a mercy rule. That I did not know existed.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize that was a thing, especially after 8 runs. But
Wow.
what a game by the Sharks. No hitting the Moyne Dolphins, if that is the end, which it appears to be.
That is the end of the ball game. And the Sharks take an 8-0 win over the Moyne Dolphins to be for the first game of the doubleheader. And we are a little bit surprised. We do not know how this is going to be graded. But incredible work from Kira Buckner. 5 innings pitched, just a walk and a no-hitter. Incredible work there.
And I'm also being told by our great Vincent Mendoza research specialist that the Sharks actually mercy ruled FDU in 5 innings on April 7th as well. So not the first time this has happened, but my goodness, what a performance by the Sharks. And as you said, namely Kira Buckner throwing a no-hitter. And the Sharks offense just really coming alive, mercy ruling Moyne, ending it on the sacrifice fly by Andrews, and just an all-around great performance overall. Every single Sharks starter, except for Money, reached base, but Money able to advance the runner to third, which led to the game-winning RBI. So really everyone contributing for the Sharks, and just what a game.
Yeah, just fantastic baseball. An amazing win on Senior and Alumni Day. What an awesome start to the day. You could tell the energy was there from the get-go. The players were celebrating throughout and giving their little dances and just having a great time. An amazing crowd, an amazing amount of people showed out. We got people still in the outfield hanging out, and just awesome softball. Yeah, going back to Kira Buckner, no hitter, 1 walk, fantastic. And also Mari Narvaez on the opposite side, going 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run herself. Also doing it all in the field. Many big time plays from her. Just an incredible win there from the Sharks.
Yeah, Coop, and an all around just great victory for our Sharks, as we mentioned, and also the timing. First pitch was at 1 o'clock, and it is just 2:22 by my count. Unless my time is off.
No, you're correct, Joe.
Yeah.
Well, technically it's 2:23, so.
Okay, well, my computer is just updated now to 2:23, but yeah, on a special day, Alumni Day and Senior Day, getting a mercy rule in the first half of this doubleheader, just what a game. And, our very own Rumor Relay is about to be honored on the field for winning the NEC championship in women's volleyball last semester. So congratulations to Rumor on that. And just want to give a special thank you to all of us that were here today. Alex DeLeon, Cooper the Dragon Albers, Rumor Relay, Vincent Joaquin Mendoza, as well as Margarita, Bree, Eamon. And to those of us in the class that weren't able to make it today but are contributing content, looking at Jade, Daniela, Michaela, I think that's all of them. And thank you to Professor Nick Faria for a great semester. We are very grateful for you. You were incorrect on your prediction for the 76ers to win in 7, but that's okay. We'll forgive you. We are all hoping that this great production has led to some A's for us. But if you have anything else to say, Cooper, I think we're ready to sign off.
I think so. Yeah, we are excited and we await the NEC tournament where the Sharks look to take home and go back-to-back in the NEC tournament. Going up against an undefeated St. Francis team should be an interesting matchup. But like you said, just if anybody's going to do it, it's the Sharks, and they proved that today. They were fantastic. And yeah, I believe that is all we got for coverage today of LIU versus Moyne. And yeah, once again, thank you to everybody who listened. Thank you to everybody who was on our broadcast with us. Thank you to Professor Nick, and we will see you next time.
Yep. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Professor, for the A that we are all guaranteed to get. And thank you to all who contributed. Hope you all have a nice day. Good luck to the Sharks in Game 2. And we are out. Peace.
Happy finals.
Happy finals from Bree.